got one for you guys today. This is where I'm going to go into the extremities, torso, total body workout split. I'm going to first tell you exactly what the split is, which is 7 days. So it's going to look like this. Monday would be extremities. Tuesday would be torso. Wednesday would be off. Thursday would be extremities again. Friday would be torso. And then Saturday is total body. Sunday is off. This split was a split that I ran in prison a lot. I would normally program it in just before we were starting some type of a sports season because it is really fine-tuned for athletic performance. If you have been running like a straight up split that's like a strength split or like a pure hypertrophy split, you'll find that you just get megally overly sore to the point where it's going to take away from your being able to be athletic. Or you find where you just start getting stiffer and stiffer and you're not able to move as fluently. So this program we'd run coming into sports season because there's a lot of like flag football, volleyball, basketball, softball, all kinds of sports that guys are playing in the joint. And it's going to get you excellent look along with athleticism. So it's kind of like a double whammy, 2 for the price of 1 type split. Now, I'm going to answer these 4 questions. What will you gain from this split? Why did it come about? What are the individual pieces of the split? I will break them down for you. And why does the split work? These are going to be the key speaking points that I'm going to have. To start out with, number 1, what will you gain from this split? 1, athleticism, and 2, hypertrophy. It's like a dual whammy with this one. You're not going to end up getting overly tight because it is high rep. It is also not like your splits where you're hitting one body part 1 time a week and you're totally annihilating it, or 1 time every 5 days and you're totally annihilating it, and then you're giving it this real long recovery time. So by the next time you hit it, you're just totally tearing it to pieces, and then you're just sore as hell and you can't really move. That's at least what I was finding when I was doing more of like a bro type split or something of that nature, of a bodybuilding type split. So with this, what will you gain? You will gain athleticism and looks at the same time. Number 2, why did it come about? So I had already basically touched off into that, so I'll just take it just a slight bit deeper and just reemphasize that it was my continuing to go and do these splits of bodybuilding style or like strength building style where I was annihilating a exercise or a body part or a couple of body parts once every 5 days or once a week. So it would be like a split of this nature. Chest and tries. Next day, back and buys. Day off. Next day, shoulders and traps. Next day, legs. Day off. Repeat. Now, good split. I'll go into that split also. Definitely got results. It is good for bulking up, putting on muscle. However, you're going to be sore as shit. And if you go from running that for months and months and months and months to all of a sudden then going to try to just kick out and play sports, you will find that you're not going to move as good. And it's because that split is putting on muscle and it is you real stiff. That's, I guess, the best way to describe it. If you've ran anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. With that said, that is why it came about. It came about because I was trying to figure out something where I could go and have a split that would prepare me to be able to then hit the sports and hit the sports running, where I wouldn't have that couple of weeks of just like drag and just non-optimal performance. And this split, it works for that. That's the answer to that question. Now, we get to get into the good stuff, which is what are the individual pieces of the split? I'm going to go into each one of these. Number 1, extremities. Legs, thighs, and tries. Now, the reason for putting those together like that is because the legs is going to be your big horse. That's your big hitter. You go and you want to really hammer the legs hard, big time movements, squats, single leg squats, deadlifts, lunges. Those are going to be that's your primary muscle that you're hitting on those 2 days a week. Secondary muscle is the bis and tris. So that's not going to be as focused on. So that's why it is falling in under that umbrella of extremities. So you could put the big focus on getting those legs right, and then follow it up with the bis and tris to finish off the workout. Now, on the other days, the torso days, you can either hit and start out with chest or back, whichever one you're wanting to focus on for your big hitter. And they all blend together and overlap a lot, which is why I had designed those to be bulked together for their own days. Torso, you're nailing your chest, you're nailing your back, you're nailing your shoulders, and you're nailing your traps. It all just works out good together. Now, the third day, total body day, would only be one time a week, and it would just be so you could just get it all in. You want to do, and it's almost more of like a cardio athletic day to just get it all in, really. And last but not least, number 4, why does the split work? It works because, and it's kind of counterintuitive, but by hitting these muscle groups more often during the course of the week and not allowing them to totally heal, but also at the same time not completely annihilating them every single time when you hit them like you do with the like bodybuilding or bro type split, it keeps you less sore all the time. And it allows you to be more maneuverable. You will, I mean, it's just try it. You got a lifetime. You give it a shot and you experiment. That's how you do exercise. That's how you do this whole thing. You sit there. That's how I came up with it. I was doing a certain type of workout that I had gotten from magazines, was running them, and I was finding that I was sore all the time. Just mega soreness. And not only that, when I would then go and transfer to playing sports, there would be a definite, like, just sluggishness to my movements. And I was like, let me see, how can I fix this? So read more, came up with more ideas, and came up with this, gave it a try, and it worked. And then other guys in the prison system started doing it with me. So the nice thing in prison is you kind of have a good testing ground where you could try it out on a whole bunch of different people, as far as like, hey, I'm doing this, you want to try it, they want to work out with you, you pull them in, other people see you doing it and they see that you're getting results, so then they want to do it, so then you introduce them to it, and then you pass it off to them, and then they start doing it, and then all of a sudden you get to kind of like stand back, and it's like you've got your own little scientific experiment running where you can see, how does this work? And in the case of this split, it worked really good. I mean, the different guys with the different body structures and body types were still getting that same type of benefit. So this is why it's one that I'm putting out here. And you can click, I'll have a link somewhere in here in the bottom where you'll be able to get a PDF where I organize and structure this whole split, because I just ran it. So, and I ran it to the original prison style, prison method. So you can download it, get it, you'll have it. It is structured in a way where it has all of the workouts. It has links to the videos demonstrating all of the workouts, or just flat out doing a bunch of the workouts. And then there's also a link to videos to make a water bag, make a sandbag, and another just link to a playlist that I have that just has a whole bunch of the water bag, sandbag, prison style of exercises that you could put together and implement into it. Because once you have, like, the split is basically the map, and then you plug the exercises into the map just where they're supposed to go. What do I mean by this? For example, legs. Pick the leg exercises, stick them in the leg area. Bis and tris. Pick bi exercises, stick them in the bi area. Pick tri exercises, stick them in the tri area. That's how you put together the workout splits. And now there's more to it than that. That's very simplified, but that's your basic level. So that's what I got for you.